So you're interested in opening an independent record label. It's not that hard. I've been running one with my best friend for almost 2 years now. It's a lot of work, but I'm going to break down the basics so you can run your own label like Rick Rubin did in a dorm, and I can do it from a van. So it's not that hard. I'll give you some tips. So the first important part of running an independent label is knowing the music business. You got to know all of the different ways you can make money, the contracts, the royalties, mechanical royalties, your publishing, who gets what, the producers, how to write a split sheet, how to send it off, sync licensing, background music for TV and film, all that kind of stuff you have to already know so that you can run this very easily. And the idea is just to get a lot of music in and you can just push it all out. So a good way to learn about the music business is this book called How to Make It in the New Music Business by Ari Herstand. The 3rd edition just came out. Highly recommend you read it. It gives all the explanations, all the details in there, what you need, and how to run a business in music. Very important. So check that out. Not going to go too much into details, but important points is LLC, I would say. Which will allow you to have your own bank account, contracts, producer agreements with all the different beat makers and producers, artist agreements, what's the deals on merch, what's the percentage splits on that, who's taking care of this. So yeah, learn all that kind of stuff is very important. Second part of the business is the administration. So if you're an independent artist, you already know about this. So the important keys of administration is 1, track records. Keep track of all of the different songs of all of your different artists, the split sheets, the contracts between the artist, the ISRC codes, the ISWC codes, so that you can have easy access to everything, because the artist is not going to take care of that. That's what the label kind of does. 2 is registration. You're in charge of registering all of the songs to all of the proper outlets in order to collect all of the royalties from all over the world. So that's Song Trust, Sound Exchange, and your PRO, BMI or ASCAP in the US, or SACEM if you're in France, for example, and things like that. The administration side of running the label, that's my thing. I love to do that. I don't love to do it, but I know how to do that. So I take care of that. And Justin, my partner in the label, my good close friend, he takes care of the marketing. So marketing side of a label is the same as an artist. So you should have your own social media account, you should have some merch, you should have your own website, you should have your own email address and things like that. And so that's part of what Justin does. Justin takes care of the brand image of our Altered State. So he came up with the logo, and we worked on the name, and we figured out all the branding and the color coordination and all that kind of stuff. And marketing is also a good way to make an extra income. If you're good in your marketing and you can start building your brand as a label, you can start selling merch, you can create events where you invite all the artists of the label and throw shows and giveaways and a bunch of cool things to get people involved in your brand. So marketing has to take a big section of running a label, and you gotta already kind of know a little bit of it. So after running a label for 2 years, it's hard. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy, especially if you're an independent artist yourself. You gotta take care of your brands and your social media content and releasing songs and all that. And if you're running a label at the same time, then it gets a little messy and it gets complicated. So you have to be really good organizing yourself and knowing what you do to be able to kind of run it. So it's not that easy. So Altered State, if you're interested in that, the link is in the bio. We're going to be branching out to a more, we're going to create a more educational side of the label. And so we can start teaching about royalty splits and business side and what we do behind the scenes as a label. So make sure to follow that YouTube channel if you can. And we're going to start rolling that soon. So much love and peace out from Hawaii. Big.